Hi, how is everybody? Welcome. We're doing Business Tarot Tuesday tonight. So just let me know as you arrive, as you come in. And if you want to get a head start on getting a reading and you are here and you're ready to go, I just ask that you comment below and let me know if there is a specific thing that you'd like to get a reading about. So everything is related to business. I know sometimes people are wanting to bring in things related to like relationships or just like general life stuff, but we here are doing readings related to business. I feel like career, like oftentimes is like sort of in that category as well. And oftentimes if you've showed up and you're watching this, there might even be some kind of a business or thing that you're meant to be doing. So fair game for that, or things related to purpose and money. So let me know that you're here. Comment. I have Solange who is here with me live. You can't see her or hear her right now, but I have her here in the background and in the comments for those of you that are watching, whether it's on YouTube or on Facebook, just so she can kind of help like welcome you guys in and keep it organized to see who is next. But yeah, so we'll dive in with whoever wants to go first. And the way that it works, guys, is we will either invite you to join us in the stream, which means that you could either, which is fun, it's really fun to get to like interact and be here with me either on video or on audio, or you can stay in the comments. It's really fun to just have that connection. That's something that I really appreciate. I feel like getting the readings and staying in the comments is great. But when I can hear your voice, when I can really kind of connect with you and what's landing and we can have that back and forth, it tends to go into a little bit of coaching as well. And it tends to be a longer reading because I start to get more information from you and we end up diving into a little bit of coaching and really getting you tuned to sort of pulling your own intuition into the mix as well. So of course, like if you're down for that, if you're willing to join live and come into the video, or if you are willing to just stay in the comments, either works. Just let us know, say that you want a reading, and if there's something specific that you're curious about with your business, let us know, because I do feel like we can get a more dialed in specific reading for you if we have a direction that we're looking in. I know that with readings, sometimes you might be coming in and asking for something over here, and sometimes your spirit team might be giving me some other information that they just feel is like way more important for you to hear. So I give what I get, and you get what you get, essentially, but it all leads you in a great direction. It's all meant to be very positive, very uplifting. If you guys are new, I do tend to attract a lot of people that are like new to readings or they've never had one. And I think we tend to be a little bit kind of scared of things that we haven't experienced before. We're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What kind of cards are there going to be? But I mean, you guys, look at me. I have like rainbow lightning bolts and turquoise hair and bright pink happy letters. And while I will for sure tell you guys the things that you need to hear, because sometimes we do have to be called out on things, it all comes from love. And it really is all about getting you to step into your power and honestly to remember who you are and what you're here to do. That's a big part of what I do and why I do these readings. So I see Jamila and, oh, Joyo, I remember you from a few weeks ago. Hi. So Joyo, are you ready to do a business reading? So no love, Jamila, we will do business, but or career or money, that is all sort of within the realm of what we're doing. But Joelle, we are looking for someone who wants to go first. So I see two people that are watching on YouTube. If you guys want to let me know if there's something more specific that you're curious about, that'll help us get a better reading. Hi, Crystal. Yes, let me know if you are willing to join live, and you could come on through video, or you could come on maybe just through like audio if you're willing to, or you could stay in the comments. But I love when people join me and when they like hop in here and I get to like interact with them. All of that is amazing. Yeah, so Solange is in the comments. She's going to help you guys out. Look for Solange's name. She's going to basically let you guys know who's coming up next or who we're doing. And so that'll just happen in a moment. Crystal, Crystal, I feel like Joao, I see Crystal. Okay. So I'm going to bring Solange off mute for just a moment so she could tell me who's first. Who's first, Solange?
Okay, so Joe will be first. I'm not really sure if he said business, but I'm not really sure if he wants something specific or just business.
Okay. Just business. Okay.
Live.
Okay. Thanks. I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay. Joelle. I still am not confident that I'm saying your name correctly, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, so Joelle, I want you to set the intention, and I'll do the same, to just invite in your guides, any angels, if there's any ascended masters that you work with. Just set the intention to invite them into this reading so that we can get an even clearer connection. Okay, I'm going to focus in on your energy. Okay. So I see, Joelle, tell me if this makes sense, because I feel like there are some really big things changing, and that it feels like there's moments of frustration for you, like things that are moving around in your business, and I think somewhat in your life, but it's having an impact on your business as well. And I just see you being in these places of feeling kind of like a little frustrated with it. And every time that I'm giving you these pieces, Joao, and this goes for the same for anyone that stays in the comments during the readings, if you can just like type to me, I'm going to be checking the comments so I can have that interaction with you and start to see what's making sense. So the 6 of Fire card is coming up. It's talking about victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. So my sense for you is that with the frustration that things are not like coming together as quickly as you would have hoped, and you're like, what the hell? Like, I'm doing all the things like the way that they're supposed to happen, and I just don't see it coming together. Like, I thought that this was going to be easier. I thought that this was going to be a little bit simpler. And I just feel like they're coming in right now saying like, hey, we got you. Any delays that are happening right now, just stick with it, keep moving forward. But be really careful right now about too many things that my sense is that there's like too many irons in the fire, meaning that there's certain things that are pulling your attention away from what you're supposed to do. So what I really want you to do, Joelle, and I'd love to hear some feedback from you on what's making sense and what is not landing. As I want you, if you're feeling pulled in many different directions, or like what project do I need to do first, to really meditate, to go within and to just really see what you're meant to be doing right now in this moment. And I feel like that's going to be really helpful for you with where you're at. Okay. I'd love to hear your feedback. Make sure you tell me if that makes sense. So I'm going to bring Solange back in and see who is next. Hi.
Hi.
Who do we have next?
So we have Jamila next.
Great. Okay, so this new job, I think this is it. Will I have this new job that I'm manifesting that is fulfilling and brings new opportunities for me? Okay. So this is definitely in the yes, no question realm. I usually try to avoid yes, no questions because I feel like we don't really get a lot of like richness of information. I will pull a card for you. We'll do a little pendulum action. And basically what it's going to give you is how the energies are lined up right now based on your point of attraction and how you've been showing up. And if you don't like how it's looking, this is your opportunity to change it and to reroute it so that something different can come about. Okay. So while I tune into your energy, Jamila, I want you to invite in your guides, your angels, anyone that you want to show up for you on this reading. And I'm going to do the same. Okay. Okay. They're talking to me about you being stuck, and that they're saying we're trying to redirect her, and that you're sort of like kind of doing these different things and hitting these roadblocks and finding that it's almost like I feel a sadness come in because you've been feeling like bummed out and really kind of taking it personally, like in terms of it's made you question your own value at times when you've done these different things in the past that haven't quite worked out. Oh, this is a really cool card for you too. And they are trying to say like, you keep feeling stuck and you keep feeling like you're like knocking on all these doors that won't open. And they're saying like, we've been trying to redirect her for a while. Jamila. So I'll do the pendulum and then we'll do the card. Okay. Good job. And I'm manifesting. Okay. So my guess is that this is a specific job that you're trying to get. So it's saying, yes, I'm going to ask for just a little bit more information in terms of the timing. So we'll see, will the new job come by the end of, we'll say 2020? How about in the next 8 months is what's coming? I feel like some things have to be moved around. There's something here. Here's what's coming, because I feel like I'm warming my heart. I'm going to the heart. I want to look at your card as well. That's this Magician card. So the Magician card says you are ready, that you have the resources and the ability to manifest them, and that life is magical. And so I feel like there's this block within you that's just really not like recognizing your power. And what I'm feeling with the heart is that there's actually a different thing that you're actually wanting to do, but you don't feel like you're ready for it. You feel like you need to wait, have more experience, have more training, that you need to have more than what you have right now to actually do it. And I'm getting a lot of confirmation chills with that. A lot. This other job that you were trying to get is like, it's fine. It's like a step forward, but it's like, it's not it for you. Like there is something else that is much more true to you. And like, I feel like everything that I'm hearing from them is that they are really trying to get you to manifest that. Does that make sense? Tell me. Yeah. Okay. Does that part of it make sense? That I'm going to go to the next person, but I just really want you to, if you could do anything and you had all of the experience and all of the things now, like what would you be doing? Would you still be trying to get that job, or is there something else? Because for you, I feel like there is something else where there's been a lot of different signs and things, and even like your own kind of like yearnings as well. And I feel like based on what I'm hearing in your reading is that you haven't been following that. It does make sense. Okay. So I want you to look there because they're saying that you're settling with the other job. Okay. Thanks, Jamila. I appreciate you. If you're on Facebook, Jamila, the Prosperous Rebel group, come join us. We have a really cool group where we hang out called the Prosperous Rebel. Solange, who is next? Who's next?
So, I don't know if she's still here, but we have Crystal next. I just dropped her the link because she said she wanted to join us live, but I'm not really
Okay,
sure
yeah,
if she's
maybe
still
she's
here.
joining. Okay. Crystal, are you joining? She might have come off of Facebook to join. So we'll see if Crystal's coming, or we'll get Crystal in whenever she's ready. By the way, if you guys want to jump to the top of the line, join me live. I didn't mention that before, but it's a lot more fun and interactive when we can be having that experience. So if you are wanting to just like kind of skip the line, then join live, whether it's just through audio like Solange and I are doing right now, or through video as well. So we'll see. Oh, Crystal is here. Yay. Crystal is next, and then Solange is going to be in the comments so that she can help you guys get organized and figure out who's next. Crystal, do you want to be audio only or video as well? I'm not sure if I could hear you yet, girl. We're going to bring Crystal in. Let's see. I'm going to add you. I'm going to see what happens. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure. If maybe if you go out and come back in, if it's being funky. But I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on. Solange, we'll work on getting Crystal in the mix, and then tell me who's coming next, and then we'll get things worked out with Crystal.
Great. So we have Said next. I'm not really sure if the name is well pronounced or, but
Saeed, yeah.
he's asking which business is best for him.
Okay. Which business is best? Okay. Crystal, if you just start talking when you think it's working, then I can kind of like tell if I'm hearing you. But if it's being funky, you could just sort of hop back in. Okay. Saeed, are you here right now? Yes. Am I saying your name correctly? Okay, let's see. All right, Saeed, I'm going to focus on you for a moment. Get tuned in. And what I would like for you to do is, oh, let me see, Solange, sorry, I'll take you off. Solange, if you could talk to Crystal and see if you could help her, because it's not letting me add her. Let's say it, if while I get connected to you and your energy, if you could just focus on calling in any of your guides, your loved ones, any of the angels that you might work with, so that they can join here in the reading. Okay. Saeed. Okay. Would it make sense, Saeed? Like, they're talking about you going through like a hard time or having like a hard time. It doesn't necessarily mean it might not even be something that other people are noticing. But I'm wondering if that would make sense for you. And it's interesting from the card that I pulled for you as well. Ooh, help me there. This strength card is coming in. And it's talking about how everything that you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So it's interesting that that I got that. Like, I have like a lot of chills right now. I feel I don't know exactly what I'm connecting with, but I just feel sort of like a profound gratitude and overwhelm for the work that you're going to do in the world. And it feels, I know that there's been some really hard things. I know that there has been even some tough moments right now, but it's very curated for you to do the work that you came here to do, that you are experiencing it all exactly how it's meant to happen. And I just want you to know that you are really going to help a lot of people by doing that. I'm curious if how this is landing for you. I don't know why something keeps coming up with animals as well. Cause like sometimes honestly, like I pull some cards and I shouldn't really do this, but there's times where they don't make sense. And I'm just like, no, I don't know about that card. And then I'll pull another one and then another animal card will come up and I'm like, okay, there's something with the animals. I don't know exactly. Okay. It's something to do. I feel like there's animals in that are going to come up in spirit. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's here on the earth plane, but that how I talk about calling in guides and different energies, different angels. I feel like for you, it's more related to working with like spirit animals and animal energies and things like that, not being like a veterinarian. What I see you doing is working with individuals that have had a lot of the same challenges as you've had, and helping them sort of navigate that path. So there's very much that healer, that light worker quality in you. But if you're not already working with animals in spirit, that's where I would point you. So I'm gonna go to Crystal. Thank you, Saeed. I'd love to hear what makes sense. Sometimes I get readings and I feel like shit doesn't make sense for a while, but let me see. Hi.
Hi,
Can
can
I
you
hear you?
hear me?
Hi. Yes. I'm not sure what was going on, but I'm happy to see you. How are you?
I'm happy to see you. I'm good. I'm really good.
What are we doing a reading about?
Oh, yeah. So I just got a new client and I just want the guides to talk to me about it a little bit.
Okay. So I'm going to pull a card. I want you to connect in and really set the intention while I focus on you to connect in with your guides and angels, any ascended masters, any multidimensional beings that you're working with as well. Okay. Um, okay. So they're showing me like it feels like a little bit of resistance. I don't know, but it almost is like there's something a bit different here. Um, there's something that's really having you question yourself a bit, and it's triggering something in you. Something is coming to the surface. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally
This
resonates.
this Eight of Fire card is coming up. It's talking about events are moving at a fast pace, that the delays are over, and there's a lot of things happening at once. And so it's almost as if like things have happened these last few weeks at like very warp speed. You've jumped, and I get a lot of chills when I say that. You've jumped, and your human sort of like mind is trying to wrap its brain around it. And I feel like I see you almost being like, okay, wait, like how is this happening? It's interesting too, because these parrots fly over. I don't know if you ever in Orange County like have seen those like wild parrots that fly
Yes,
over.
fully. Yes.
But I hear them outside, and they were recently a sign. I feel like they're coming in as well for a reason for you. But they were recently like kind of this sign that I asked for when I was like really thinking of sort of letting things go and sort of going in this deeper direction. And so for me, they would signal kind of a transition, a kind of niching down, as well as like a I feel like for you, because I feel like you are already pretty niche, that like I do feel like it is more of you coming out, more of you getting expressed, which is kind of hard for me. Like my logic wants to block that, but I feel like there's more. As much as I see you and I experiencing you as just be playing full out, my sense is that there is more that's coming, and that it's a it's a shift in terms of who you attract, that it is all going to feel at times like, wow, like, should I chart? Like, honestly, like, it feels like a major up level. And I know that everything that you're questioning, like, it's really all here for a reason. I do want to pick like another one. How is this landing? I'll pick another card as well. What's
It's
landing the
landing.
most
Yeah,
with you?
it's totally landing. It's very much landing in the present.
Okay. What I see is that like sometimes, which a lot of light workers have, is that sometimes when we start to step into these places of charging more and more money, like we want to make our work so accessible to many people, that like this card is coming in also to remind you that you are giving in many different ways, that you are supporting people in many different ways. And I feel like it's sort of a nudge, a gentle sort of loving nudge also to charge more for what you're doing, and to really sink into the value of what you're doing, and to open yourself to that. And that if you feel anything in your body that comes up when we talk about charging more, doubling your prices for what you do, there's something here for you, that when you are doing your life's work and the work that you came here to do, and that you step into this major kind of prosperity and huge form of abundance, money abundance with that, it's very inspiring to other people to watch you do that. And that's sort of a part of your path as well. And so you'll start to notice that the more that you sink into who you are, and you keep taking those like little risks and nudges, that more people are magnetized to you, and that I do really see you being at the place where, I don't like this, I feel like I want a different word for it, but it's like very it's like you become very well known. Like the word, the reason that I don't like the word elite is because we were talking about inclusive versus exclusive, but it's like, and I don't like that word for you, but it's very much of this like sort of elevated, being a leader of the space, being a leader of some kind of like movement with things, and that it feels like it has a very sort of public facing feel to it. I don't know if you've been, if you felt that, like that, I feel like they're sort of like pushing you to the front of a crowd, and that you're sort of like, I don't know that I'm ready for that. And that they're like, but yes, you are.
All right, well, here we go. Thank you for that confirmation. I love so
there was
much.
a confirmation.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, that one's big. That one's like on the that one's there. It's like it's in my face every day. But I just want to say I love so much watching you, like your face, absorb and create contact for the people you are holding space for. Like I can feel it resonating through the screen every time I'm watching. It's a beautiful skill that you have. For sure. It's so beautiful. And so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
you. Yeah, same girl.
Bye. Woo, that was so fun. I feel like that just like raised my energy up. I love when people join me live. Hi, Solange.
Hi. So we have Michelle next.
Okay. Michelle Manzo.
Yes.
Yes. Did you see if she asked for something specific or?
Yeah.
Okay, starting to see my company. Okay, I think this one.
That one.
This one. Okay, cool. Thank you, Solange. Okay, so Michelle says, I'm starting to see my company come to life. What are the energies I need to be bringing in to get the momentum going? Okay, I'm going to switch decks. I feel like there's a different deck for you. For those of you guys that are watching, the deck that I was using was primarily this like angel tarot. I'm going to switch to this shaman oracle deck. It makes some appearances sometimes, but I primarily use this more for like personal readings just for myself, but I always have it here because I use it a lot with my one-on-one clients as well. Oh, by the way, you guys, join my Prosperous Rebel group. One of the cool things that I'm doing in that group here on Facebook this week is talking to people about business guides and how do you request a business guide and actually start working with your business guide. So look out for that. And if you guys are curious about that, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, that's going to be specifically in the Prosperous Rebel Facebook group this week. So make sure you guys are joining there, okay? Okay. So Michelle, energies for momentum, energies for momentum. Okay. I'm going to tune into you and just set the intention, Michelle. Just set the intention that your guides and angels and anyone else you want to call in joins us while I focus on you. Okay. So I feel like they're talking about a specific crystal. Labradorite is the one that they're naming that you have some kind of a connection to. There's some kind of a activation that happens with that. And so they do want you to utilize that. This card that's coming in is a lightning card. And I love that because my lightning bolts. So Michelle, the biggest thing that you can shift right now, like I feel like I see you doing manifesting. I feel like I see you working through limiting beliefs and naming those things. And I think that the thing that is stepping forward the most, and this lightning card really confirms, is that you sinking into your power, like not just like step into your power and like you could do this, but like really like owning the vastness of what it is. Like honestly, like Michelle, like you are able to, I love this word, creatrix, be this divine like creatrix who really just takes the energies that you have within you, no matter what they are, and just becomes this beautiful like energy alchemist that can shape them and really put power into them. That's really what I see, is that it's not so much about changing what you have around you, because I feel like you're talking about I need to bring in energies. Like what are the energies I need to be bringing in to create this momentum? And they're saying like, no, it's actually about taking the energies that you have already and actually realizing that you have the power to transform them. They're showing me something with sound. If you haven't already, I do want you to play with utilizing chanting or your voice, Tibetan singing bowls, things that create sort of like auditory resonance or vibration, because there's something about the sound with you that shifts you very quickly. We should try it. We should try it, you guys. Michelle, I'm getting my singing bowl. I don't know if you like if you like work with singing bowls at all. Um, but I want you to just take it in, and I want you to see like where you feel it. I want you to notice. I want you to notice as well how it shifts you. And it's not bringing anything in. It's just really taking the energies that are already within you, and it's just repatterning them. Okay. So I'm going to do it sort of by my little AirPods so that up here so you can hear it. Okay. Hopefully you hear it okay. Okay. Michelle, I would love to hear. You felt powerful. Yeah. I'd love to hear how that is for you. But I really want you to be like singing, like out loud singing, and really kind of playing with vibrations in your body. Finding there's like a great Wayne Dyer manifesting meditation, but I just really want you to be working with kind of resonance and sound within your body. But that's really the biggest thing that I want to get across to you, is that it's nothing outside of you that needs to be changed. It's more about how you tune into the frequencies within your body. And it's something to do with your gift, but it's something that you'll notice. You'll start to feel it, and just pay attention when you start to feel that power. Another really cool thing that I want to pass on to you, that for any women that are watching, is called womb breathing. And when you take in breaths, to actually feel it sort of filling your entire pelvic bowl, or it's also been called, because I've been sort of getting into reading kind of very like witchy books as well, of just really understanding sort of the feminine power that comes from that, but really breathing in fully and actually having it fully fill your all the way down into your pelvic bowl, because there's a lot of creative energy there, as well as it activates your creative energies. And I feel like that's really important to you. And when you activate it, then you can send it back up, breathe it back in. So breathe in. And when you breathe out, you just imagine the energies coming up and actually coming back into like your mind. And that is going to be a thing as well, that I feel like allows you to take the energies that are already there, that are a little bit more dormant right now, and gets them moving for you. Because for you, a lot of momentum is creativity. A lot of inspiration is coming from creativity. And so you really want to be working with that sacral chakra, with that breath as well, to really wake a lot of those energies up and put them to use. But yes, this is a powerful card. Thanks, Michelle. Hi, Solange.
Hi. So we have next, I'm not really sure, I'm gonna apologize first for like, I'm not really sure how to say the name, but it's I don't Jessit.
Let's see.
We have the comment there.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's look for, let's see, Steffi. Oh, Idong. Yeah, Idong.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hi, Idong. So I just realized as well, Idong, are you here still? I realized my computer needs to be plugged in. So I'm going to disappear for a moment so I can get my charger. I want to say it happened before last year, where like I just totally didn't realize and my computer shut off. So Michelle was saying, like, you were saying that today, how you felt powerful. Yes, let me know how it goes, Michelle. Idong, are you still here? I want to make sure that you're still here so that you can hear your reading. So I want to make sure that everyone can come in. Ivory, was Ivory trying to come onto video? Okay, Ivory might have been trying to come in too. Solange, I'm going to see who else is next because I think that Yidong might not be here anymore. Yidong, let me know if you are. Solange, do you know
here.
who is?
Just answer. He just answered. Yeah, he is.
Oh, Yidong is.
I'm not really there.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So unfulfilled working in your role. I have a stirring in my spirit to start out on my own, but I'm a bit apprehensive. Okay. I'm going to pick 2 cards for you, Idong. So I'm going to choose one from the Angel Tarot, and then there's this Life Purpose deck that I like to work with as well. So Idong, if you have anyone that you want to call forward on your spirit team, set the intention that they come forward as I focus on your energy, okay? Okay. I'm going to choose 2 cards for you. Interesting. So there's 2 cards. This card is actually talking about that you have to really let go of the fears that are holding you back. That most of them are just sort of your own creation. That it often feels like it's a lot of outside things, and it's really just the internal blocks that are presenting right through your perception as an outside block or thing that you're not able to do. Interesting. This support card came up, and do you notice how I know about Idong just a bit. Idong, can you see that symbol? It's kind of it's like a medical, the symbol for the medical field that came up. The cards are interesting. I chose 2 different ones. It's talking about freedom, having freedom to do what you choose, as well as like your life purpose fully supporting you. My sense is that it feels like there's a lot of questioning happening, and that I see you slightly pivoting to do healing work in a different way. That I feel like what I see a lot with people that are in traditional healthcare is that you did get it right in terms of being a healer, but that there's only so many types of healing careers that are presented to us, that you have always had it in you to like want to help people and like be of service, and that there's so many, it's a very expansive world in terms of the things that you can help people with, and they don't necessarily all have job descriptions, right? So I really want you, Idong, to expand your perception, expand your mind in terms of what else is possible in the healing fields, because with this card coming up, I feel like it's very much, it may even be a more traditional type of thing, but I do feel like it's slightly different from what you're doing now. There's people within your network that are doing it. They're saying that they've sort of been putting people in front of you that do different things, and that you've sort of had the thought of like, oh, that would be nice. Like that seems really fun what they do. But they've definitely been putting it within your path of really the thing that you are sort of going to evolve into doing next. But I don't feel like I feel like you've sort of blocked it because you felt like it wasn't possible. I don't want you to feel like you have to do it now, or there's this like sense of urgency. For you, I feel like you're good. I obviously know you and where you're at in life right now, so you are sort of good to sort of just let this simmer. But I do really want to point out that this yellow the yellow is really pointing me to a lot of the solar plexus. And so I really want you to work with affirmations. I'd like for you to work with a lot of the things that really allow you to really sink into possibility and confidence, because anytime the yellow is showing up really prominently in your reading, it's pointing back to sort of like a lack of a belief, a lack of, is this really possible for me? So with this being apprehensive, a lot of that's coming from the solar plexus. So I just want you to work there. In terms of feeling unfulfilled in your current role, another thing that I would point you to is to get very clear on your purpose, Idong, to get very clear on what is the impact that I want to make, who do I have to be to show up and make that impact. And I want you to find a way through that purpose to re-engage through the interactions that you have, to find a way to really, not that you have to stay there forever, but I feel like there's going to be an energy and a seeing of things of like, once you connect your purpose with the job that you have now, as wrong as it feels for you, you're going to notice how certain aspects of the job are more enjoyable. And through that, you're going to get into sort of the next business or path that allows you to basically just do the thing that you're loving from this. But I do feel like for you right now, get clear on purpose and impact and find a way to connect that with what you're doing now, because you're there for a reason. And that once you have that piece of information, then you're going to move on to the next thing. So that is what I want to highlight for you, as well as solar plexus. I really need you to work on that, do meditations, affirmations. That's really going to be a big focus. Hi, Doc, or not Doc. Hi, Solange. Who is next?
Hi, so we have Ivory next.
Ivory. Was Ivory trying to get into? Ivory's going to come live?
Yes, she said so,
Okay.
but then she said that she was going off for a bit because something with the audio wasn't working. So I don't know if she's still here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ivory, let's see. Ivory, are you still here? She was here at 6:42. So Ivory, if you were here, let me know if you're staying in the comments. While we are waiting to hear from Ivory, I wanted to mention to you guys that I just actually started re-offering something that I stopped offering for well over a year. And it's for people that are trying to figure out what's next, but they have like a dream that they are like, wow, I would love to do something with this, or they're in the place where their business is kind of feeling a little bit stuck and they're wanting to make a transition with it. And I have a special offering that includes a reading, a very in-depth reading, as well as a coaching session. And there's even some accountability built in there where we work out a plan, an intuitive plan that gets you your next 3 specific steps on how to move forward. So if that is something that resonates with you and you want to find out more information, just put plan in the comments. And if you're on Facebook, I'll send you the details of it directly. If you're on YouTube and I see you comment, we'll have to do it a slightly different way, because YouTube, I can't as easily comment for you. But let me know if you guys want to do that. I'm only able to offer one per week because we work together for 2 hours. It's like a deep dive in one session with the reading and the coaching. And so I only can take 1 per week. And I have 2 more available for August. So if you want to find out the details, right, plan in the comments. Okay, so I know we have Ivory, but I'm not sure if Ivory is still here.
Yes, she is.
Is there anybody else that was with? She is.
Yeah, she just asked for the link again, so I just drop it. We'll see if she's coming.
Okay, cool. Is there anyone else that was waiting in the meantime?
No, she was the last one.
Okay, Well, we still have room today, guys, probably for at least one more person. So if you're watching right now and you didn't get a reading yet, let me know. Oh, cool. I see Ivory. Hi, Ivory. We're going to pull you into the stream now. Hello. Hi.
Hi there.
How are
Monica,
you?
I'm great. Monica sent me to you. Monica from Atlanta.
Oh, I kind of remember you. I think you were trying to sort of get on it right after I ended before. Okay, well, nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. I'm excited to be here.
What should we do a reading about tonight?
So my question is, I kind of have this very strong urge to create something that's not really being done in healthcare, where communities are empowered to heal through helping others and kind of spreading the love of altruism and kindness as a public
Ooh.
health intervention. And because it's outside the box, it's complicated, like getting things moving. And so I've been just leaping out of my comfort zone, making connections, but I would love any guidance that could help me in this area.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to pull a card or two for you and we'll just see what's here. So, Ivory, if you want to just set the intention as I tune into your energy to just invite in any guides or angels or anyone that you'd want to be a part of the reading, you focus on that and then I'll start to tune in as well, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So the first thing that I'm feeling is the energy that they are bringing is sort of like, wow, like she's making this more complicated than it needs to be, and we're trying to get her to keep it simple, and it's starting to feel kind of very heavy and sort of trying to figure things out and move things around, and like that is sort of like the main thing that they're saying is like, hey, like what would this look like if it were simple? The card that's coming in for you is this Page of Air card. It's talking about challenging information, that there's possibly either some delays or possibly some changes to plans. So I don't know if you were planning this in response to COVID or pre-COVID, or maybe even all of the things kind of starting and stopping and sort of having an idea and not knowing where things are. But it's talking about that, as well as truth delivered without tact. So I feel like you're hitting some walls sometimes, like that there's some people that are like, what I see is like you opening yourself and being kind of very raw and vulnerable, and it's as if it really hurts, right? Like it like hurts your heart when people are not understanding what you're trying to create. And so I'm seeing that there's like a lot of emotions, because this is an air card. It has to do a lot with like your intellect, which really with this card and this energy, it points me to like a lot of inner critic activity. Like I feel like there's a lot of that inner chatter that comes up around this topic, and that sometimes you followed the inner critic down rabbit holes that don't necessarily need to be happening, and that is creating a lot of the I feel like a lot of the it's sort of like that feeling where your breath gets taken away from you, where you feel like you're running out of energy to do it, that it's very draining on the energy, your mental energy, your emotional energy when you're working with it like that. I want to pull another one for you. The card's really powerful. Do you have animals that you work with like in spirit at all? I just want to show you the image like even closer.
No.
There's so much animal energy on this card that I really want to point you to, and it's actually the lion that's standing out. Like I'd love for you to just, when you get off of this call, to just look up lion and just see what's there. But there's definitely something related to that. Hi, little one.
Sorry, my daughter.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, and then the second card that's coming in for you, it's this High Priestess card. I'd also look up Archangel Haniel, Haniel. There's a lot of archangels associated with this particular deck, but maybe like once a reading, if that, I tell someone go look up that archangel, because there's going to be certain things in that, and I feel like that is the archangel that's stepping forward being like, hey, I can help, but because of free will choice, you need to ask me for the help and the support. So it's talking about listen to your intuition. You need to have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. And so for you, what I really want you to root down into is, what would this look like if it were simple? Because I feel like we're going to overcomplicate it. And I want you to really tune in and start more deliberately working with these energies that are on your spirit team. I want you to look up Archangel Haniel, the lion, kind of lion
The lion
totem
definitely
animals or
resonates.
lion spirit animals. Oh, it does.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so just see whatever one you choose when you Google it is going to be the one that has the right message for you, but there's going to be more in there for that, and you'll start to see, okay, why are these specific animals and angels from spirit stepping forward with helping for this, that they're sort of like, hey, like I can help, but we do really need to specifically give them things. So if you're getting stuck or you need to be connected with the right person, you really could just be like, hey, Archangel Haniel, like I really could use your help with this. Like send me people that do this. Send me the people that I need to meet to do this. And they need our free will choice, our buy-in to be able to intervene. And so unless you're requesting that specifically, they can't be helping you. If you're not in my group already as well, we're doing connecting with business guides. So I feel like that might be one that you'd want to add with your team. It's really simple. We tend to overcomplicate a lot of things and feel like it's got to be this like major sort of like gift that we have, but we can all do it. We can all get the information. But yeah, so the lion's landing for you. What else is landing the most for you in that?
Just what would it look like if it was simple? That definitely landed. Yeah, I think I'm an air sign, and so I think I do get stuck in my head, and I like, the depth and thinking about things on, kind of an imaginative level. And so I think I get stuck up there sometimes.
That it's hard to like move forward because you want to like process everything and move things around. Yeah. Well, I'll be curious to see. You can always share in the group as well of what comes forward with like that archangel and the lion as well. But thanks for joining tonight. It was great to meet you.
Thank you so much. Yes, you too. I appreciate it.
Bye, Ivory.
Bye.
Right, guys. So Solange, is everyone complete? I didn't see if anyone was chiming back in. I feel like we might be complete tonight based on who's raised their hand, unless anyone is here wanting to get a reading.
Exactly. We didn't get anyone else, so I'm not really sure.
It is at the top of the hour. That is true.
Exactly.
Well, if you guys didn't get a chance or you joined later, I'm calling it Business Tarot Tuesday because it is every Tuesday. So you're always welcome to come back and get another card or a reading. But it's always at the same time, 6 o'clock on Tuesdays, 6 o'clock Pacific. And join me in my group. You guys can see the name of the group at the bottom of the screen down there. So hop on over there. If you guys are on YouTube, I'd love for you to subscribe and see all the lives that I'm doing. And the podcast. I have a podcast called Spiritual Rebels and Misfits with my best friend James. We're talking about imposter syndrome this Friday at a different time. It's at 5 o'clock Pacific on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern. So imposter syndrome, if you're not familiar with that term, is really prominent, especially for women, of feeling like that feeling of, like it's only a matter of time until kind of people find out, like until people find out that I don't know as much as they think that I do, or that I wasn't ready for this job or this promotion, or that's that sort of feeling, of almost kind of like a deep-seated fear of being an imposter, that people are going to know that And it's a very it's a huge thing. There's like entire books about it. They say about 70% of people feel it. And we're just going to talk about it. We have a really cool guest that is going to unpack the issue with us as well. That's like a PhD and does research on like women's leadership and women entrepreneurs as well. So if that's ever something that you've experienced, join us on Friday and interact with us. And we also have 7 episodes of our podcast up already on like Spotify and Google Podcasts and most of the other places right now. I think it's still getting loaded onto Apple, but check it out there. We have a lot of cool things. So thanks, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.